In today's video, I'm going to show you why the British pound could have quite a bit lower to go in August. We'll also take a look at the US dollar index and a key resistance there that could be a technical catalyst for the next few weeks. Okay, so starting here with the daily time frame for GBPUSD, this is something that I've mentioned recently, this ascending channel here, and the 4-hour time frame shows it best. So a couple weeks ago in a weekly forecast, I mentioned how this right up here was a fake out from the pound, and sure enough, we got the sustained break back below and the retest as resistance, and what followed was a retest of the bottom of that channel. Okay, now recently we did get a breakdown from this market, and this is what I told members about yesterday. So we were talking about the breakdown here, and I also shared a short position that I took here on the pound up here in this area. So that trade is over 100 pips in profit right now. So, again, the benefits of being in our group are that you can see my trades in real time. So this trade, again, was taken from right through this area here, okay, following this breakdown, the stop up here in this area, and the first target being down here around 1.263. Now, that's pretty obvious because you can see that back here, this was a pivot for the market. So this was resistance back here for the pound. The market closed above, a little dip below. That became a fake out, but ultimately, this area down here is going to be the first key support for the pound. And speaking of the members area, if you are interested in joining us, I'm running a limited time promo with my recommended Forex broker, Blueberry Markets, where you can deposit any amount, place one trade, and get entered to win an Apple Watch Ultra and also $500 cash. But the cool part about this is that every single deposit gets lifetime access to our group. So if you're on the website, you're going to see banners like this one here all over the website. Click on that Start Trading button, and that's going to bring you to this landing page. So as I said, the really cool part about this is, yes, you're going to get entered to win an Apple Watch Ultra and $500 in cash, and that's only going to go to one person. However, every single deposit, and there's a $100 deposit minimum, every single deposit will get lifetime access to our trading group. So if you're here on YouTube, see the link in the description. If you're on the website, scroll down from this video and you will see a link right there. It's also going to be at the top of a lot of the pages on the website, so you can't miss it. So once you hit that landing page, just click Start Trading, and that's going to take you to the application process. Fill all this out, deposit $100 or more, get lifetime access to our group, and enter to win an Apple Watch Ultra and $500 cash. But again, this is a limited time promo, and you can only get it through my link. Okay, so going back to the British pound here, I am in that short trade, up over 100 pips in profit, and what I'm looking for is 1.263, and followed by potentially the area right around 1.23. You can see that we do have these lows down here and also a very early ascending channel. Now, this is a very, very early pattern because we don't really have a bottom level down here to go off of. But this is a structure that could play out in August. So let's go ahead and change gears here and talk about the DXY, looking at the 3-day time frame. And by the way, if you are enjoying this content, if it is helping, smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon for notifications. So looking at the 3-day chart for the DXY, you can see that we've got these lows down here in 2021. This is something that we've talked about now for the past few weeks. And you can see where this level does come in right here in this 103 area. Now, we also have the top of this channel, this descending channel that has been intact since the high back here in 2022. And so this is going to be a confluence of resistance to the point that is going to be the technical catalyst for August, in my opinion. Okay, so looking here at the daily time frame, this is where those two levels come in. You can see that we do have this intersection. So this is the lower trend line right here. And then we also have that upper trend line around 103. So this entire area is going to be a critical resistance level for the dollar. So thinking of the pound right now, the only way that we are going to see the pound travel as low as 1.23 is if the DXY can break above 103. So the only way we see, the pound, the euro, etc. move lower is if this area gets taken out, we get a sustained break above here, okay, followed by a move up here towards some of these recent highs. Now, with that said, I would be surprised if it occurs that quickly, because if you'll notice here on the 4-hour time frame, this is the ascending channel that I've talked about for the DXY. Now, this right here is, in my opinion, at least for me, is not a sell. I am not selling the dollar right here. In fact, like I said, I did short the pound yesterday, okay? So I am, in fact, buying the dollar, or I did yesterday. I think that right here, it's a tricky risk to reward. I don't like the idea of longing the dollar into this resistance area, okay? So we could see some consolidation up here at the highs, up here at this resistance, potentially a pullback down here toward 102, followed by that retest up here between 102.80 and 103. But as of right now, there's really no signs of peaking here for the dollar. So this, again, is something that I'm not going to short. I'm not going to try to short the dollar into this resistance without a clear signal. With that said, okay, what would the clear signal be? Well, if we look at the daily time frame for the DXY, this level down here at 102, this is now going to be the must-hold level for bulls. With today's move, right, this is going to be your must-hold level to where if we were to see the DXY close back below this. So if tomorrow were to open and we got a sharp sell-off, the market closes right back below here, then all of a sudden this up here becomes a fake out, right? And we're looking at a lower DXY. So that right there would be the cue for me to short the dollar if we got to close back below 102 sometime this week. But it would have to occur on the daily time frame. But without that, the trend right now, the short-term uptrend is intact, and this area is going to be the key area to watch with a sustained break above this, like I said, taking on some of these highs up here. And one reason why I continue to be cautiously bullish on the dollar, even though it is closing in on that resistance, is the fact that we did see a reclaim down here right around 101. Okay, so I've talked about this recently as well, where you can see that we do have those lows at 100.8, also the lows around 101.25. So the fact that the DXY was able to reclaim now on 2 consecutive weeks back above, okay, this level, this right here indicates to me that this down here was the fake out, which is why I do think we're at least going to see that move up there toward 102.8 to potentially 103. Okay, so going forward for the DXY, we know that 102 is going to be key support, and key resistance is going to be up there around 103 with a breakout there, taking on some of these recent highs for the DXY. And keep in mind that this does move inversely to the pound. So flipping back to the pound, just to kind of wrap up, currently we are looking at a resistance area for the pound up here, right around 1.285, all the way up there toward the bottom of that channel. And support is going to come in down here at 1.263. Okay, so this level down here, just keep in mind though, that the DXY is going to reach that resistance area that we talked about. So right around 103 up here, it's going to hit that before the pound hits this level down here at 1.263. At least that's the likely, scenario given where the charts are right now. So keep that in mind that really it's probably going to come down to this consolidation back here acting as support on the way down. Okay, so this is more likely to line up with the DXY right around the 103 area versus 1.263. Okay, so this is also going to be a support area just based on that consolidation and also the DXY followed by 1.263. If we were to see it get below this over the coming weeks, then we are looking at potentially a move down there toward 1.23. But like I said, the key factor in August, really the catalyst for all of these pairs is going to be the DXY and how the market reacts around 103 and also what happens at that 102 support. All right, that's it for today's video. Smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon for notifications. And don't forget to sign up to Blueberry Markets to get access to our trading group and also enter for the chance to win an Apple Watch Ultra and also $500 in cash. Trade well this week, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.